run and the same aggressive scheme that
You
he's
know,
been running and
you,
just
you know what concerns me is that Manny's so loyal that he may not do anything like that. Manny would stick with these guys until the wheels fall off.
And you know what? That was the downfall in our last two head coaches. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it was. It was. This was to me. I felt like this was a year, honestly, where I wouldn't have mind Manny saying, "All right, Blake, you know what? I'm gonna call the defense this year. You can
Yeah.
have the title. You can have whatever play sheet. You can do all that. Whatever. I'm calling the plays this year because I feel like he finally has the right offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And I'm always the type of guy that if you have a defensive minded coach and he hires a really sound offensive mind, let him run the offense.
Yep.
Do not bother him. Let him game plan. Let him do whatever. You may need to make some adjustments on game day. I get it. But
Mhm.
let him be him. If you're a defensive minded head coach, call the defense or at least have some type of influence on it. You
Yeah.
got
So my last question for you. Sorry, it was kind of a short interview, but my last question for you. It's a two-part question.
okay.
Does De'Aaron King come back and does Rhett Lashley come back next year?
Yes and yes. Yes and
I love it.
Yep.
I'm hearing enough from De'Aaron at this point in the season because normally, like guys like Quincy Roche, like we know he's going. Normally,
Uh-huh.
this time of the year, a guy would know, like, okay, I'm like, there's no turning around. I'm going to
Yeah.
the, and it just hearing his interviews and hearing him talking, like he genuinely is thinking about coming back, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, as far as Lashley goes, this may sound weird. I'm kind of I'm kind of glad Lashley struggled a little bit for a couple games with the play calling because I think that
Yeah.
kind of scared some head coaching talks off. I wanted him to come back next year. Like I was that was a big fear for me. You get a hot offensive guy, he has a great year, and he's gone. I.e. Joe Brady from LSU.
Yeah.
It's, so I think Lashley is back for 2021 now. After that, I don't know. He has a
Yeah, I
great
mean,
year.
if he comes back 2022, then man, then God is really looking out for us.
Yeah, yeah. But, well, okay. Here's my thing with this. You guys mentioned about Diaz opening up, dropping a bag or whatever, and having the right guys on the staff. Now we see it for sure at Clemson with Venables, who's had head coaching, rumors
Yeah.
for years now, but it looks like he's not going anywhere. So if you're a guy like Diaz and you got a guy like Lashley on board, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
at least make him the highest paid, offensive coordinator in the ACC or or even in the country, whatever. It doesn't matter. But if you want to keep a guy like that, because a mind like Rhett Lashley in today's game with the way that high school guys are now, like that is so vital. That
Yeah.
is so vital.
Agreed, man.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, so my last question for you
Yep.
is let's say that we beat Duke
hmm
and then Clemson takes care of business against Virginia Tech on Saturday.
Yep.
So the ACC championship is clinched, right? Because they changed the rules on us. It's Notre Dame and Clemson.
Yeah. They just handed it to Notre Dame.
Yeah, right. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
What do you do with the North Carolina game? Because I am firmly in the camp of cancel that game and take your New Year's Six invite. And the ACC screwed us, so give them the middle finger, man. Like we don't need to play North Carolina. How do you feel about that?
Man. Um.
That's a hot take.
That is. And I'll be honest, North Carolina scares me, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, our defense is kind of soft. I mean, it's
North Carolina scares
yeah.
me.
I mean,
And to be quite honest with you, Wake Forest even almost had me, sweating a couple bullets too, man. That offense is good.
yeah,
A lot of people don't realize it, but that offense is good. Um, I don't see the harm in it, honestly. If you beat Duke and I'm sure. I'm sure North Carolina will probably want to play, but how much would it really benefit Miami at this point? I mean, a 9-1 record, You got a New Year's Six bowl game. I mean, that's money in the bank. I'll take that, honestly. I don't see the need. If there's no possible way they can't make the ACC title game at this point, what's the point of playing it?
Yeah, I agree. Just, I mean, we're a one-loss Miami is getting into a New Year's Six.
Right.
So you just got to take your invite,
right.
Say screw the rest of the schedule and let the ACC deal with it because they screwed us, man. Like, I don't care about them. I don't care about their revenue.
Well, they screwed a lot of teams, man.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, they screwed a lot of teams, and I still I know they screwed Clemson a little bit because I still kind of wanted to see them play Florida State so they can put up 80 on Florida State. That would have been lovely. But they screwed a lot of teams, man, and it's been a wacky season. They've already missed 3 weeks. Just get this game here, call it 9-1, take a month to for the early signing period, get ready for your bowl game, and just call it a year, man.
Yep, I agree, man.
That's a very, very good point. I like this.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Okay, all right, Eric. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I know we've been trying to get you back on the show, and I'm glad it finally worked out. And hope everything's going good, and we'll get you back on here soon, brother.
Definitely. Hey, that early recruiting period is coming up, man. If you guys want to get up on here and just chat about recruits, I'm all
absolutely.
Just reach out to me.
All right, brother. Okay,
absolutely, man.
We'll talk to you later. And then before you leave, just tell people where they can find your work.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at _Eric_Robinson. Like what was pointed out earlier, I do a lot of Falcon stuff for the Falcoholic SB Nation, but I also write for Tackler Media, and I got a game preview coming out this weekend for Clemson, Virginia Tech. So be on the lookout for that.
Cool. Hey,
right, Eric, till next time.
All right.
Yeah, you know it's all love, but I'm gonna keep teasing you about the Falcons and how much I can't stand Matt Ryan. So expect that.
That man is a Hall of Famer. All right, all right. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
He's going to be the most mediocre Hall of Fame QB of all time.
Oh, boy.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I only said it because we were sending you off. So
we can say that discussion for another show.
All right, man. Thanks, Eric.
All right, take care, Eric.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah, that was great. 2 amazing guests. Hopefully we can get them both back on soon, man.
Hell yes. All right. Anything before we sign off?
Nope. No, I'm all good. Just I don't know. Just working, man. Just working myself into the grave, but I love it.
Yeah, I got to get up in 6 hours or 7 hours. So hopefully we get a win on Saturday, and we will talk to you guys after that. So go Canes.
Cool. Go Canes.
This has been the Forza Podcast. Remember to like,